Hey, Lauren, David, just wanted to say hi and sort of go over the purchase contract documents with you real quick here. Sorry for the mess in the back. My daughter's cleaning up her room, and this is her sort of dumping zone, is my office. Anyhow, the first item that you're going to see there is the California Purchase Agreement, and that is just going to go over the details of your offer. $980 is the offer price, 5% down payment, $10,000 earnest money deposit. Three main things in there is going to be the appraisal contingency removal, inspection contingency removal, and also the loan contingency removal. So those dates, 17 days after acceptance, is when we need to remove the appraisal. Also the inspections, that is going through the house, having a general home inspection over to the house and kicking the tires and making sure it's a good place. The appraisal just means that the appraisal has to come in at the contract purchase price, and then loan contingency is, when your lender basically, it's the loan documents aren't going to be at escrow, but there's enough light at the end of the tunnel that you guys see that this is just going to close no problem. So the next one is the statewide buyer and seller advisory. That one is pretty much everything, including the kitchen sink. It basically just states that, hey, I'm a realtor, but I am not, a geologist, mold inspection. So it covers my butt to say what I am not a specialist in, lot lines and inspections and Megan's Law and all kinds of stuff. So you can read through that. It's like 14 pages long. Each letter in there is a lawsuit that was filed against a realtor, so that's why these contracts and everything else is so bulky and amazingly long. The third item is the buyer's representation agreement. So that's an exclusive agreement stating that I am going to represent you guys. I put in there, typically I have clients sign that for up to a year. I don't hold anybody to it. If we're not getting along for whatever reason, I always will just let my clients out of any representation agreement if it's not working out. But I made this one specifically only for this property. So it's only, I think, 2 months I put in there, from March 9th to May 9th. We should be able to get this wrapped up if we get our offer accepted. And, later on you can decide if we're a good fit for each other and you want to move forward, use me for other properties in the future. And then we can sign a different one when that happens. Market condition advisory, just again, it's pretty much what it sounds like. It goes over the different conditions in a market when you make an offer, short sales, foreclosures, just things of that nature. Water heater, smoke detector compliance, that's self-explanatory. Carbon monoxide detector notice. Buyer's inspection elections. You can choose as many inspections as you want for this property. We recommend getting sort of a general practitioner. We like to say, David, you'll like that. So he's going to be the general home inspector. And just like in medicine, the general practitioner is going to go over and sort of take an overall physical of the property, and then he's going to, if he identifies anything being significantly deficient that he thinks an expert needs to come along and take a look at, then he'll say, hey, get a licensed electrician out here, or get a licensed plumber to look into this or that or the other. So there's almost no end to how many inspections that you can elect to get, but you got to pay for all those professionals to get out there. A general home inspection is about $450, $500. And then also, if you want to tag on adding the sewer scope or what have you, we can talk more about that. Let's see here. Next one is the supplemental property tax bill. Pretty explanatory. You'll probably receive two different bills. One is from the current owner's property tax rate. It takes the county a while to get caught up, that record the sale like, we need to collect a little bit more because you bought at a higher price than what the previous owner was paying, and that's the supplemental part of that. So we can talk about that as well. Estimated buyer's cost, we'll get you a full detailed breakdown from the escrow company, which will break down all the closing costs. But that is more to show you that I don't pass on to you guys the cost of a transaction coordinator. And 99.9% of all other agents that are out there, they'll include that in the contract and make you guys pick up the cost of that. So Our transaction coordinator is Christine, and she charges about $5.95, and that comes out of our end. So we're not making you pay that extra fee for that. Last thing there is the realtor's acknowledgement, and just says, "Hey, I'm a realtor." There was a couple documents on here that Jesse and I use a similar DocuSign, and it had populated some of these forms with Jesse's name, so I crossed it out, put my name in there. So don't worry about that. Everything's kosher there. But hopefully that explains the documents a little bit more that you are going to be seeing in your email shortly. And call me if you have any questions. And that's it. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.